Hello there everybody, and welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. And in today's review, I will be taking a look at the Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe class Bumblebee, who is actually part of the Build-A-Figure Macadam line. So now, truth be told, I originally didn't want to collect the Cyberverse figures because I looked at the Scout class figures, the Ultra class, the Ultimate class, and the Warrior class figures. I looked at them and I said to myself, I'm never gonna get these figures because they look horrible. They look... I don't know what Hasbro is doing. I mean, the Warrior class figures, I mean, it's similar to what RID did, but the RID toy line for the Warrior class figures, they did so much better than the Cyberverse line, and it's just, and I'm not sure you can hear that in the background, but yeah, I never wanted to get these Cyberverse figures in the beginning, but when I saw pictures of the Deluxe class figures, I said, you know what? Let's do this. Let's get the Cyberverse Deluxes because they look amazing. They look so screen accurate to the ones in the cartoon. They look very, very screen accurate. I do quite like that. So anyway, let's move on with the review itself. So here is Bumblebee in his awesome looking vehicle mode. He has some nice black paint all around the vehicle. I don't like these gray pieces sticking out of the back. I don't know how to say it. It's breaking the look of the car in the back, but I don't care about the back, so I don't even care what the back looks like. And you got nice silver paint on the sides right there on these vents, and got a little bit of silver paint right here. Got a nice blue for the headlights, and then blue right here, blue for the windshield, got an Autobot symbol on the top of the car, and that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. It's pretty simple, very, very basic, but still very, very nicely done, in my opinion. Much better than the original Warrior class figure, because that, Anyway, let's bring in some of the Cyberverse Deluxes for comparison with Bumblebee. So here is Bumblebee with the Spider Tank, Shockwave. Let's bring in Deluxe class Grimlock. Let's put Shockwave over here. Let's see how they look together. Put Grimlock right here, and poor Hot Rod. So I had to say it's poor Hot Rod because the lack of paint in this figure, it's really killing my eyes. I don't know, but anyway. So, but they look good together in my opinion. So yeah, here we have the 4 Deluxes so far from the Cyberverse line. So that is pretty much it for my Ultimate comparisons. Alright, so I'm not gonna transform this guy just yet. There are a few accessories that he does include. He does include his famous Stinger, which is really, really cool in my opinion. Nice silver paint on the Stinger itself, and he does come with a little gun, which is really cool. And these do store in the vehicle mode itself. So there are 2 tabs on either side, so you can actually take the gun and you can just use this slot right here and just plug that in underneath the car, and that doesn't look ridiculous because you can't even see it anyway. But this one, the way this stores it's ridiculous in my opinion. Yeah, you have a slot right there, not this slot, no, not that slot, this slot right here. So you have to use this slot in order to store the Stinger on the vehicle. So this stores right there on the side of the car, and yeah, I mean you can pretend that, you know, Bumblebee is driving while, you know, he's actually stinging the Decepticons at their ankles while driving, you know. So yeah, and also he does have some nice black rolling wheels, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's just no. The Stinger does work with its own effect part, which is pretty cool. It does work with this. So yeah, this is the effect part that came with Bumblebee's Stinger. So this can actually plug in to that tip right there, and there you have the effect of the Stinger, which is really cool in my opinion. Yay, which is nice. So now let us remove the accessories right now and put them off to the side. Oh yeah, before I transform Bumblebee, he does come with a Build-A-Figure part from Macadam. He does come with this yellow piece right here, the abdomen, the belly section from Macadam. So you can see I already have his legs and the chest piece already connected together. I didn't want to unplug everything, so because it's gonna take a while to plug this back in, because this is really stiff and very tight. I'm not sure you can hear my dog barking in the background. He loves to annoy me during my reviews. Anyway, so hold on. Let me see what's the deal here. Apparently, I just found out that my dog was barking because there was another dog barking in the background, because you can hear it. Anyway, so let's get started on the transformation for Bumblebee. So what I do here is that I take the doors and just untap them. Just untap them, and there we go, and just raise this section up, just like so. And now I have, and now we open up these panels. Open up these panels. It's like Sideswipe from Siege, and just unfold his legs, unfold them, and you want to slide this out. There we go. And you want to flip down the feet. Flip down the feet. Close up this panel, and there you have the leg all done. Same thing on the other side. Flip down the foot and just close up this panel, and there you have his legs pretty much all done. So now we can take the waist and rotate it 180, and now I have to raise up the camera a little bit more so that you can see what I am doing. So you want to untap his arms and just bring them down and rotate the shoulders downwards like so, and just untap the arms, rotate the shoulders downward, and you can flip down the chest panel, and there you go. Now you want to take this section right here, just flip this back, and that will give the clearance to flip out the head and clip that into place, and just fold this in, and just bring that up, tap that into place, and that is pretty much it for the transformation for Bumblebee from Cyberverse. And there you have Bumblebee in his robot mode, and he looks amazing in my opinion. He looks so much more like his cartoon appearance from Cyberverse. Man, got the accurate shoulder pads. I do quite like that. Got the nice Bumblebee-esque head sculpt right there. I wish he had more black paint on his head, but anyway, that's fine. You got nice blue for the eyes, silver for the face, Autobot symbol on the chest. Got some nice black and blue paint on the chest itself, and yeah, I got some nice red for the knees, got silver right here at the ankles, and yeah, and you can see his feet are basically the molded in car parts, which is pretty cool in my opinion. I wish it was painted. But it's okay, it is what it is. But still, he looks wonderful. He looks very screen accurate, much better than the original Warrior Class figure, because that Warrior Class figure was just not good. So yeah, so he does have some nice articulation here and there. So the head is on the ball joint. It can't really rotate it can rotate a full 360. It's just very stiff. You can't really look up, can't really look down, and the shoulders, if you bring the doors back, the arms can actually rotate a full 360, can move in and out on this hinge or on this ball joint right here, so you can move in and out like so. There is a ball joint at the elbow. There is no bicep swivel, but you can actually rotate at the elbow, and he does have a nice 90-degree bend at the elbow, and he does have a wrist swivel, which is really nice, and he does have a waist swivel. Oh, yay. The legs can move up that far, can move back only that far, can do the full splits. He does have a thigh swivel, which is pretty tight on mine. He does have a knee joint, about under 90 degrees of bend. The feet can actually move downward like so, and he does have some nice ankle tiltage right there. So yeah, pretty poseable in my opinion. really, really nicely done. I do quite like that. And hold on, let me bring down the camera a little bit more so you can see the whole robot. There we go. And he's like standing that way. So let me just and there we go. Let me see. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's much better. Yeah, that's much better. So yeah. So now let's give him his weapons right now, so he can wield his gun. Now, the one thing that the gun can actually do, it is compatible with some of your other effects parts from Siege and Earthrise, however you want to say it. So you can actually take one of Rung's effect part and just plug this into the barrel, and it can actually work. Woo! That can actually work. And also the effect part can actually plug onto this post on his shin, so he's getting shot at the shin, he's getting shot at the chest as well. So yeah, he does have some compatibility with the effects parts from Siege and Earthrise. So that's pretty cool. I do quite like that, in my opinion. So, and of course he can hold his stinger in his hands. There we go, and there we go. He can do some stinging, and he can just sting some of the Decepticons. And I also forgot to mention that there is some nice black paint on the side of his forearms, which is really nice, in my opinion. So yeah, really nicely done. I do quite like his weapons. I love his robot mode. It looks so screen accurate. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's really enjoyable to mess with. So now, let us bring in some of the deluxes from Cyberverse. And here is Bumblebee with Cyberverse Deluxe Class King Grimlock, with Deluxe Class Shockwave, and with poor Deluxe Class Hot Rod. I really love to make fun of Hot Rod because look at him. Look at how plain he is. I mean, I appreciate the paint in here, but other than that, there's not enough paint on this figure. I mean, granted that this is so much better than the original Warrior Class one, but still, poor Hot Rod. So, yeah, poor Hot Rod. But yeah, but they still look good together. They are still fun figures to mess with. They have easy transformations, but they're very effective. Like including Grimlock. I think Grimlock has the more complex transformation out of all the deluxes from Cyberverse. So yeah, I really dig these figures. They are very fun to mess with. Yeah, really cool. So that is pretty much it for the Real Baltimore comparisons. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformer Cyberverse Deluxe Class Bumblebee, the Yellow Bot himself. Yeah, he's a really nicely done figure. My big question is to Hasbro. No, not to Hasbro. Sorry. My big question is that why didn't Cyberverse start with this? Why didn't they start with it? They should have started with the deluxes in the first place, not those Warrior Class figures. I get the Warrior Class figures are more towards the children, but for adult collectors, our eyes will definitely be painful. like me, because I'm an adult collector for the Transformers franchise, and I really don't like the Cyberverse Warrior Class figures. They look, except for Shockwave. Shockwave looks the best to me, and he has, you know, he has posability. Like he's not hindered with his gimmick. He's not hindered by the gimmick. But the others, oh my goodness. Anyway, but you know what? These deluxes really pack a punch. I really dig these figures. They're very fun to mess with, especially Bumblebee. I think Bumblebee might be favorite Deluxe Class Autobot from the Cyberverse line, with Grimlock being second place. So we'll see how Optimus Prime fares. If he's good enough, then he's probably gonna be the next favorite of the Cyberverse Deluxe Class lineup. So yeah, love the weapons. I really love the effect part that it comes with for the Stinger. I think that's a really nice touch. He has good paint work all around. Sure, he does need more paint here and there, but still, he's very much decoed all around him. So yeah, he has some paint on his legs, paint on the shoulders, paint on the chest, paint on the sides of his arms. paint on the face. So yeah, really colorful, this guy. So yeah, really nicely done. And I do love the fact that he's, you know, compatible with your other Siege effects parts or Earthrise effects parts, you know? He does have the pegs for them, so yeah, that's pretty cool. And also the gun is compatible with the effects parts as well, so yeah, really nicely done figure. I do quite like this guy. Very enjoyable to mess with. The transformation is smooth, and I love it. So as far as ranking Bumblebee from a scale of 1 to 10, I have to give him 9 out of 10. So yeah, 9 out of 10 because he needs more paint, yeah, here and there. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Very nicely done. Very well done figure. I do quite like him. So, and I think that's pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, go ahead and click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you'll know when my new videos are up and ready. And I think I might have to create my Cyberverse playlist so that you can watch all my Cyberverse reviews. That I, you know, for any free time that you have, you can always check out a Cyberverse playlist, and there will be a link in the description down below. And of course, if you love the Cyberverse Deluxes, there is a website to get them, so you can always check out bigbadtoystore.com for any availability. So do check that out as well. I'll post a link to the website in the description down below as well. And I think that is pretty much it for me to say. So there you have the Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe Class Bumblebee, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out.